In this video, I'm going to be showing you this new game-changing glitch in South of Florida that could change my roleplay videos forever. This glitch is insane, guys, so you're going to want to stick around to the end. And if you want to see more stuff like this, remember to subscribe and like the video, guys. Without further ado, let's jump straight into this. So, there's this new glitch going around in Southwest Florida community. Basically, you can spawn a ton of cones. Now, if you don't know what I mean, if I just head over to maybe the police team and then we whip out our cone placer, and if we start spawning cones, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and yeah, boom. 10 is the maximum cones you can currently have in South Florida, which is really annoying for stuff like roleplays, where you do want a lot of cones to have just to set out and put out borders and all that sort of stuff. So you do need a lot of cones, but now we have a glitch that can basically spawn so many more cones. I've managed to spawn like 30 cones with this, and I did it for like 2 minutes or something, guys. But let me show you how to do the glitch. So what you're going to want to do is head over to the firefighter team. Now on this team, what you're going to want to do is head inside through these double doors over to the on and off duty place here. What you're going to want to do is go off duty and then reset your character. Now what it's going to do is give you 2 sets of cones when you next go on duty. Because look, I spawned with the cones, but it still thinks I'm off duty. So I can now actually go back on duty, and look, I now have 2 sets of cones down the bottom of my screen here, which is really good. And you can basically bug it out. Yes, you could get 20 in total if you didn't do the glitch, but you can get even more than 20. Let's just set the time here because we don't want it getting dark. And if I just spawn in all the 10 cones here, let's just waste all the 10 cones here and waste all the 10 cones on this set. There we go. And what we're going to want to do is pick up with this one, change to this one, and then you just got to do a bit of swapping and sort of all that sort of stuff. And I can manage to spawn even more cones than I should. It is insane. It's quite difficult to get the hang of this glitch, but once you do get the hang of it, it is really cool. Okay, this is pretty difficult glitch to do, but I don't fully understand how it works, but once you do get it working, it is really cool. But as you can see, that is a lot more than 20 cones. Let me just count these cones for you guys, just so we can know how many cones I can have. That right there is 32 cones, which is a lot of cones considering that I did that for like 20 seconds or something. But if you actually spent time on this, it could be insane. Like 30 cones is not that many. I'm going to try get some more, but there are some things you do need to do to keep this glitch working. Basically, you're going to need to not get in a car. So if you spawn in any car of your choice, do not get in it and drive it, because that will stop you from being able to place any more cones. And if you reset, that's obviously going to get rid of the cones, so do not reset, otherwise I have to do it again. This is just really helpful, because if you've seen some of my border role plays, maybe some of the 24-hour Le Mans races that I've done, then you will know that I use cones for them, and they are really helpful. But now that this glitch is going around, it will be really easy. But I'm going to see what type of drift circuit I can set up with just this many cones. So we're going to head over to the best drift spot in the world. Let's head over to the Bob Martin Ploy, because if you don't know, the best drift spot pretty much in South Florida, probably one of my favorite, just in the car park right over here just behind Automart. As you can see, it's just a really good spot for drifting. But I'm just going to set up a drift course for me to do without using any alt accounts or any friends to help me set up all the codes. Literally just me and my glitch. So guys, was setting up this little drift course of mine, I think I finally figured out how this thing works. Basically, the secret to it is when you equip one of your cone places, when you click on a cone, it is equipping the cone back into your inventory on both these cone places. So then you get an extra 2 cones. For every 1 you collect, you get 2 back. So look, I've just collected 1, I placed 1 there, I can't place any more, but then if I get on the other one, boom, I can place it. And look, I can't place any. If I just pick it up on this one, switch, go onto this one, and then place it on this one, boom. That is really cool. So I think I figured it out. But I'm going to go and continue creating my drift course, and I'm going to be back with you once I have made it. So guys, I have not been doing it that long, but what I've basically done is I've figured out the strategy to getting so many cones. Basically, you do the same thing that I said a bit earlier, but equip maybe on the 3 cone placer and basically just spam click on a cone. And what this will do is this is going to basically load up the other cone placer with cones, because with this one you're just opening and deleting them, but you're loading the cones basically onto the other cone placer, if that makes sense. And then if I go back onto this cone placer, look, I literally got a ton of cones that I could place, like, oh my day. So if you just left it auto clicker on a cone and then did a maybe roleplay the next day, that would be insane. But look how many I just placed. I just placed like, I don't know, 20 or 25 cones just from spam clicking on that one cone for ages. That is just insane. And obviously I know what you want me to do. You want me to try drift around this corner. Here we go, guys. Diabolical drift didn't really make it wide enough because you can't actually test it, because look, now I've just hopped in my car. I can no longer place any cones whatsoever or mess around with them. But guys, this glitch is so cool, and we have just figured it out along the way, guys. So hopefully you can figure it out for yourselves, and hopefully it made good total sense. But guys, I'm gonna hopefully see you in the next video. Make sure to like and subscribe. But for now, peace.